What was Michelangelo's vulnerability for humans? The key to solving that mystery was in Michelangelo's works. Here are some examples. For example, the statue of Moses, which is said to have been sculpted by Michelangelo, was not a statue of a person named Moses. It is generally considered to be Moses because it has a Ten Commandment stone plate, but there was another person who could have the Ten Commandments stone plate. It is God. He is a God who gave the Ten Commandments stone plate to Moses. In other words, Moses introduced as a statue of Moses was not Moses, but the God himself, who gave the Ten Commandments stone plates to Moses. For proof of this, see the creation of Adam in the ceiling painting of the Capella Sistina, which is said to have been painted by Michelangelo himself. The God depicted in the creation of Adam and Moses in the statue of Moses have the same face. Furthermore, the face matches the face of the Zeus statue that was discovered later. In other words, Moses expressed as a statue of Moses is not Moses, but God himself. There are many other examples. Similarly, in the Capella Sistina, Joseph is depicted as Maria's husband, but there can be no husband for Inanna Maria from the beginning. Inanna Maria is a goddess, so Joseph represented there is, in other words, a fictional character or even a husband forged by Inanna Maria. In short, though Michelangelo left behind many works, none of which are consistent with what is generally explained. For example, Adam is not Adam, as depicted in the Creation of Adam, the most well-known painting in the Capella Sistina. He is Christ himself. This is Cain Christ. This is Cain, the son of Adam. Also, the picture is not a simple picture like the creation of Adam. It depicts Cain Christ and the God El Shaddai trying to break up. And Michelangelo has also left many sculptures, but there are two sculptures that are generally said to be unfinished masterpieces. The sculptures are called the Dying Slave and the Rebellious Slave. However, the slaves represented in these two bodies are not slaves. They are, or he is, Shamash Jesus. Jesus was murdered by Inanna Maria and others before being crucified. He is again Shamash Jesus. One of the most well-known picture is the one entitled The Last Judgment. But it is not a picture of the Last Judgment. As a proof, you can see a part of Armageddon that expresses the end of humankind. In the evidence, God was drawn in the center of the mural, and the number 77 was hidden under it. In other words, that God is Christ. This is Cain Christ. This is Cain, the son of Adam, and that Cain can't do such a big job as this of being the last judgment. That's why the scene of Armageddon is drawn in the lower right of the mural. Please don't forget about Michelangelo's another masterpiece, that is the Pieta statue. However, Mary depicted in the Pieta is not Virgin Mary or Jesus' mother. This is Mary of Bethany, wife of Jesus. Jesus had a wife, and when he was murdered, Mary of Bethany was pregnant. The woman depicted there is Mary of the Bethany in deepest sorrow and sadness, whose husband was killed. Michelangelo's sketch of this is called the Battle of Cascina. However, the sketch is not a picture of the Battle of Cascina. It is a picture of Jesus and 18 disciples. Also, the number 775027 was hidden in the picture. When this number is deciphered by Jewish gematria, it is Christ is biblical Cain. In other words, Christ is Cain in the Bible. There are many other examples, and in those works, Michelangelo hid many messages in his works. Needless to say, they are messages to us humans. For example, there is a painting called The Entombment. It is said to be an unfinished masterpiece, but God never does give up his works on the way. These works are works that are completed in their own way, pretending to be unfinished. Moreover, more important secret is hidden in these unfinished masterpieces. Considering Michelangelo's works side by side in this way, the following conclusions are reached. In other words, in all Michelangelo's works, the ostensibly title and the message hidden behind it do not match. For example, while expressing God, it is called Moses. There are two possible reasons for understanding these discrepancies. One is that Michelangelo himself lied. It means that he is the worst liar. The other is that Michelangelo himself published such works without knowing what they were. In other words, Michelangelo was either drawn, engraved, given, or taught by someone else. I, Hiroshi Hayashi, have judged that Michelangelo was also a puppet artist of God because there is another example of Picasso's Guernica. Picasso also released Guernica in 1937 without knowing what the painting was. From the above perspective, I think it is necessary to review Michelangelo's work once again. In other words, it may be necessary to reread the message given to humans by God hidden in those works to know what we humans are, to know where we humans came from, and to know where we humans should go to. Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan.